Yeah. So, once I had one so bad that I was like, this is when I was in residency, and I was like, it was just driving me nuts. So I went to the OR and I got a bunch of lidocaine, which is a local anesthetic, and I went into the call room and I just grabbed my tongue and just injected like lidocaine in it. And just when I did that, somebody walked in and I've got like blood dripping down from my mouth and I've got a needle in my mouth, and they're like, and I'm like, no, it's not what you think. It's not what you think. I swear, it's lidocaine. They're like, dude.
Oh,
We gotta get you into help, you know. We're support groups for people like you.
Lidocaine is disgusting. I had my deviated septum fixed, and they shoved the lidocaine up there. You know, it's harsh stuff. And the rest of the day, I just felt like shaky and just weird. And then I realized, oh, this is like almost like a cocaine type thing. Like it's a cousin.
Do you know why we have lidocaine?
Because of cocaine, right?
Yeah. It's a guy named William Stewart Halstead, who was so near and dear to my heart because he was the founding surgeon at Johns Hopkins and one of the original four horsemen. So the four main physicians that basically have shaped medicine in this country all started out at Hopkins. Osler in medicine, Hopkins in surgery, and two other guys, Walsh, and I'm blanking on Kelly was the third one. And he basically figured out, because you got to remember, like, there was a day when surgery was staggeringly barbaric. Like prior to ether, surgery was like, all right, can you hold him down?
Right.
Like gag him, get him drunk, gag him, and like we're going to do our thing,
Saw
right?
his fucking leg off.
It's just crazy. So, God, I used to know all of this shit. I don't remember any of the exact dates anymore, but it was like kind of like mid 1800s to late 1800s when up at Massachusetts General Hospital, I forget the name of who it was, but someone basically came up with ether. So ether became the first form of anesthetic. But, you know, you were sort of knocking people out. Well, it was, you know, fast forward probably 20, 30 years when Halstead figured out that this thing called cocaine could provide local anesthetic. So he began experimenting with like crazy, and of course in the process became like patently addicted to it. So you have this entire generation of surgeons at Hopkins from that early era that were completely coke addicted. So Halstead and all of his first generation of residents. And then, of course, from that, we got lidocaine, bupivacaine, all of these things that don't have the same properties. But to this day, cocaine is still used. And most people don't realize it, but cocaine's a Schedule II drug, meaning it actually has a medical application, unlike heroin, which is Schedule I in the DEA.
And marijuana.
That's right. But cocaine is Schedule II, and it is still used in some ENT surgery because it has some favorable properties over even lidocaine and bupivacaine for nasal surgery.
Did you know that they still use coca leaves for flavor in Coca-Cola? They actually extract the cocaine from it, use the coca leaves, and then the cocaine goes to medical for
I didn't know
purposes.
That. I had cocoa tea for my first time this summer, like real
cocoa de latte,
but like brought up from
the mate de coco. That's what it is. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, it's great.
I could not get enough of that stuff.
You can't shut the fuck up on it though. It's a weird sort of high. It's a very strange thing. It's very talkative sort of high.
I thought it was just, everything about it was like just such a great
You ever chewed the leaves? You ever done that, like in Peru? Or?
No.
I've never done it either, but apparently it's really interesting. Like it's like a coffee sort of a thing, and it's got flavonoids. It's actually It's actually probably healthy for you.
I just love plants in general.
Yeah, but we think of the coca leaves as producing cocaine. Cocaine we think of as inherently negative, but the leaf itself, like if you just don't extract it, it's actually really good for you.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, and that, you know, even like thinking about the difference between eating fruit versus eating Oreos.
Scoop of sugar.
Yeah.